was drama at the National Heroes Acre today as ZANU-PF was burying another Liberation War hero. I just want to go and check his name to be precisely. And what we noted is that the Zimbabwe state media, because of noticing that each and every time Chiwenga is received at the National Heroes Acre, in fact, they were laying to rest, that is Air Commando is that when Chiwenga comes, wherever he receives a massive ovation from the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. And I'm sure Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa had instructed his media not to cover the entrance of retired General Chiwenga to the National Heroes Acre. I mean, through visuals. They only took the pictures of him. All state media, that is ZBC, that is the Herald, that is also this one from Bulawayo, Chronically, all state media, they actually posted pictures. But when it came to Kembo Mohati, there was a video of him that was taken. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we be live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, just like retired General Chiwenga, did not waste time. He made it a point that during the National Heroes, during the burial which was carried out at the National Heroes Acre today, he sends a message to retired General Chiwenga. And these two leaders, each and every time, they actually take up the podiums. They make it a point. They send a strong message to each other. If it's Mnangagwa, he will also do so. And Mnangagwa converting definitely this burial. I will quote one of the statements that he echoed when he was making a presentation today. He said, the second Chiwenga secured our political independence, while third Chiwenga focused on reclaiming our land. We are now in the fourth Chiwenga, which calls on us to take full control of our resources and national wealth as we modernize and industrialize the economy. Each of us has a role to play in driving Zimbabwe to greater economic achievement, guided by patriotism. You know, when he speaks of patriotism, it's a code language or code term that is used. The person who in the world of Mnangagwa is not patriotic is none other than retired General Chiwenga. Patriotism, loyalty, and a commitment to increase productivity. On the page of ZANU-PF, when that was posted, that statement, they made it a point, they put the picture of retired General Chiwenga sitting with Opa Mchinguri. Now, he continued to say, I urge our people never to take for granted the sacrifices of our liberation fighters. The struggle for independence demanded endurance through injury, disease, and death, sustained by unwavering determination in a fight where victory was assured, even though its timing remained uncertain. Now, I want to go to the point where he also, yes, this one, he said, on behalf of the nation, the government of Zimbabwe, our revolutionary party ZANU-PF, and on my behalf, I extend our heartfelt condolences to Bere family on the loss of father, brother, and husband. He served our motherland, Zimbabwe, with distinction as a freedom fighter, a professional air commando, and a dedicated civil servant. Demonstrated unwavering patriotism, humility, never seeking personal glory. I want who is seeking if you want to see that the leaders are hitting each other with statements, look at this statement. It seems within the National Heroes Acre, there is someone who is seeking in the world of Mnangagwa, in quotation mark, there is someone who is seeking personal glory. And without doubt, I can tell that this was directed at retired General Chiwenga. And you know, at a moment when I was watching their video, even visuals that were covering the Zimbabwe National Heroes Acre burial today, you will discover that the cameramen rarely zoomed their cameras towards retired General Chiwenga. He was isolated. It's propaganda. It's ZANU-PF propaganda. They have been directed. Make it a point when this man come, don't even take a video of him because his supporters will capitalize over that particular video. The only thing you can do, take the pictures of him. Take the video of Kembo Mahati to show that indeed there is an instruction not to take visuals of him. And that on its own shows that tensions are escalating. And also a feature of this burial was that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa mobilized his supporters. The parallel structures were at the National Heroes Acre as usual, putting on their uniforms, barakashis for ED, and they were carrying placards that supports that were endorsements to the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3, waving those placards during the National Heroes Acre. And you could tell also that these parallel structures, they are taught what to do, how to behave. When Mnangagwa was reading the speech, they would be the first one to clap hands or to cheer. That is the reason and the purpose. They are actually mobilized to the National Heroes Acre on such occasions, because Mnangagwa is not a charismatic speaker. When you read the speech, you hardly could listen. I remember at some point I almost slept when I was reading when I was actually listening to his reading. He's not a gifted leader. He's not a leader naturally. Mnangagwa is not supposed to be a president, in my view. Maybe working behind the scenes, used behind the scenes, but also I don't think he is a technocrat. A lot of credibility has been given on this man. He is someone who could be used. That is what Robert Gabriel Mugabe was doing. He was using him, thinking, this one deserves only. Even when they wanted to give him the presidency, he warned against them giving the presidency, because he had realized that behind that quietness, as they call him, crocodile, he behaves like a crocodile. You know, a crocodile sometimes may pretend it is doing nothing, yet it is actually preparing to strike, and it strikes when nobody actually at a point when someone actually relaxes. That is when it actually strikes. So you could see and smell tension during the burial of Pere today at the National Heroes Acre. And these burials are definitely political platforms where individuals, and as Mnangagwa was doing so to Chiwenga, also Chiwenga at a platform during the weekend, he used that platform to send a clear message calling for unity, almost using the same script of Emerson Mnangagwa, unity and patriotism, and also indicating how they fought during the liberation struggle and how it is important to preserve the liberation struggle. The exchanges between the leaders, they are alarming, and also the censorship done specifically on retired. Today he didn't come with his wife. I'm sure the wife was also committed. She's a busy woman and an independent woman, also who does her own things. So most probably there were other events which were more important. Above all, she is also a soldier. Maybe they gave the duties. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars.